¿Qué pedos? Aquí calentando pinches motores perrones. Let's start all the heebie-jeebies up in this. Way. We're just getting started here with the Cubole Carnal, listening to Enanitos Verdes, because that's the jam right there. And bueno, pues el carnal, he went to go... Fue a tirar al agua y todo el pinche pedo, but I guess he lost track of Cubole Carnal up in this bitch. And here he comes right now. Come, pow chicken. Pedos, carnal.
Here I am.
A ver, güey, todavía
Dude,
que...
was the fucking did the clock run down?
It did, big dog.
Well, my nephew was asking me something about
Oh, he did, güey?
his toys, and I was just like, dude, yeah, this is what it is. I don't know.
Toys. Toy Story. Take it easy. We're trying
But
to
anyways,
do a
man,
podcast.
happy Sunday to everybody. Everybody's joyful that we're alive, right?
That's
if you really
right.
put it like a deep thought into it,
Deep dish.
we're all grateful, right? That
That's right,
we're
man.
here in the moment
And
and
alive.
shit.
Y todo el pinche
And there's all kinds of shit going on in the world, dude. And in our thoughts, in our minds, we have these daily fucking demons that we fight. But
the
nonetheless,
demons.
we're gonna talk about them today because
That's right.
that's just how we are here at Cubole Carnal. But anyway, let's give them something to talk about, baby.
That's right, eh? Cubole Carnal.
Cubole Carnal.
Damn, wait, that sounded like a fucking demon, big dog.
That's what I was trying to go for, homie. Talking about fucking demons, dude. Breaking fucking news in the
Wait,
fucking world.
before you even break news, wait, let's go to the second
Break
ritual.
news.
Break news, Sarah.
Let's take that shot.
Let's do the second ritual because
That's true, man.
It's gonna get deep, like deep dish pizza. Take it easy, pizzeria.
3,
2, 1.
Wait.
Cheers, William.
Cheers, brother. Cheers to everybody. Happy Sunday, man. It's crazy, and this is gonna get crazier. We're gonna take you through a loophole of your thoughts
That's right, eh?
in your own self.
That's true, eh? It's just unbelievable. The breaking news. I don't know if it's breaking news, breaking bad, or what the fuck, but it's pretty bad, we.
It's breaking truth.
That's right, eh? And the truth shall set you free. So how should we start this way? Because I don't know. I don't want no fucking lightning struck my house way up in this bitch.
Strap my house.
Last strap. Because, you know, we're in California. And, you
For
know,
sure.
we have no water. And, you know, this subject's going to get, like, deep dish. You know, like, but without cheese. And the crust. What you talking about, Willie?
Hey, but seriously, man, this is crazy. It's crazy just because, like, I mean, we've been
Hypnotized.
damn.
The Matrix.
Whatever it is, but I mean, it's gonna get crazy just because I mean we've been taught that that perception of life is this way, right, or another way, right? But the breaking news that we're trying to say is that the Pope Francis, the motherfucking 69th,
Pope Francis.
I don't know
Just
what
get
that-
out of the Matrix.
I don't know. Right. No,
Take it
cool.
easy, I'm just
No,
playing.
that's fine.
But yeah,
But allegedly, I guess some reporter said that the Pope Francis said that there is no such thing as hell.
Oh shit, big dog.
I was just like,
Hey, wait,
damn,
maybe he
big
had that
dog.
stizzy, you know, or maybe Pope Francis is like, hey, let me try that stizzy. Take it easy.
Are you trying to say something about what the fuck I was
No way. I'm saying the Pope, big dog.
The Pope.
Cause or unless he had a little bit too much wine.
That's right. Eh?
Wine and dining.
But not only did he have wine, that's the blood of Jesus.
That's right.
So, I mean, we don't know what's going on, right? But, I mean, we're only telling you what we've heard. what the reports say, right? And that's so fucking crazy to hear, right?
That's right, eh?
Because I mean, they said that apparently.
Porn.
Take
it easy.
No, so apparently the Pope said that hell doesn't exist, right? So as soon as when I heard that, it just brought me back to reality, right?
Oh, I think I was gonna say it brought you to tears, big guy.
But yeah, dude, I just started questioning, like, okay, well, it all makes sense now, right?
You're all like, hey, Lucifer, you got a spot there for me?
Well, look, if hell was real, I'm just like Lucifer, man. I'm a defiant ass fucking soul. I question everything. I don't respect what I hear. I don't respect what I could see. I mean, in that sense, right? Because I mean, you're shown shit throughout life and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like you have to make your own choice. It doesn't make you any more special when you are a Catholic or when you are a Christian.
Or whatever.
It's the way you are as a human without religion being there, right? So, I mean, religion has brought us a lot of fear, and I think that's what this life has played off to, right? Because
I mean, I really think that we're already in fucking dubstep hell. I think we're already in hell way because, if this is so-called
life,
the land of the free or whatever, or
sure.
whatever, it's kind of like if you don't work, if you don't provide, you ain't nothing way.
Yeah,
you're nothing but a G thing, or whatever.
For sure.
So I think maybe Pope Francis was like, you know what? I just woke up this morning smelling like P. Diddy,
P. Diddy.
Too much party.
Yo,
Diddy, what up? Or something, or
yeah.
Because this is a horrible world to live in right now, way. Like, I mean, as a kid, you don't really see it until you start working and doing what you got to do y todo el pinche pedo. And sometimes, like for me personally,
You're right.
I don't really follow the whole church thing and all that stuff.
Oh, we all don't.
It's only for personal reasons, just stuff that has happened to me and
by default, right?
By default,
It's
and
default.
I mean we work our asses all week, and I ain't got time to give the Lord 1 hour because that 1 hour I could be dead or something.
It's an hour closer to death, homie.
That's right. Eh?
That's right.
But now that we know that we don't go to hell, next week, Adelita's trip to all the married couples out there.
Yay.
You ain't going to hell there, big guy. If you're Catholic, come out and join the fun.
Look, but I mean, and I agree with what my brother is saying, right?
Right.
Like all this shit, dude. It's just perception, right? We grew up with this shit down our fucking throats, deep throating.
That is true.
We had no fucking choice but to believe in this shit, and I think
because that's true. Sorry for cutting you off, bro.
For sure.
Pero like how you said, the way that they scared you about it, it's supposed to be like the T of Texas up in this bitch,
T for Tennessee.
T for Timothy. But they make it seem like, oh, if you don't do this, this is gonna happen to you. If you don't worship the Lord, or if you, I remember one time, and I ain't gonna name no fucking people, and I don't know if you remember this way. One time we were getting dropped off.
Fucking
dropped off at the house.
I've dropped
Hamilton. We're getting dropped off.
You okay?
And one of our aunts, she was driving and all this shit, and she made a comment about jerking off.
Damn.
Speak on my name. And
I ain't the one.
it ain't me. I ain't spitting shit. And she said, and I think at the time we were probably like 12, 11, we barely white stuff was coming out.
It was that clear juice.
The one that nothing happens. And she was just like, just know that Jesus Christ is watching you, whatever you do.
For sure.
And if you're fucking pulling the neck of the rooster, he knows that that's happening. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I was like, that's a great idea. But just to be scared about it,
Right.
I mean, she could just said, hey, you know what? Everybody does, their own shit and all that bullshit. But take it easy, you don't want to be blind, like they used to say. But it's funny how they scare you. Like anything that's bad, like, oh, if you jerk off a lot, you're gonna get blind. I've heard like if you jerk off, you're gonna get hairs in your fucking palms and all this dumb shit. And I don't know, it's just like, why scare you? Wait, Why
Yeah. I mean, look, dude, this is where I get to in my fucking perception of everything, right? You're talking about all this shit about like what they perceive us to be because we jacked off, or being men, or whatever the case might be. Yeah. But at the same time, too, I mean, like this whole idea comes from like being on a power trip way, like, oh, this is bad, you shouldn't do this, don't be like that, right? So you have no choice but to like believe it. You have no choice but to fear that idea, because you're told that, oh, if you're this way, you're gonna see this damnation for eternity. Well, fuck, dude, eternity, fuck. I've only been alive 38 years. I know I seem like a little younger, but no. I mean, like, look, it's just kind of like for eternity, that's fear. That's a fear-mongering fucking case, right? So they're fearing you into this world where you have to, like, you have no choice but to believe it, because you don't want to go to hell. No one wants to go to hell. But then,
hey, big dog, you ain't going to hell according to Pope Francis, and he's the elegido.
But I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that he allegedly said that there's no hell, right?
Yeah.
Because some reporter reported that, but he didn't get, let's just say it for what it is. He didn't get recording of it, like in the sense where he had it in voicemail or a text message. He just,
hey, they changed my vibe.
yeah, like
you were saying, that the Vatican, they're like backpedaling and all that stuff. Backpedal back to the hotel. Maybe he said that way because Pope Francis are like, you know what? I think I want to get married now.
Some shit.
Hey, take it easy. I forgot that I'm a male.
He met some of that mountain moving.
Or maybe he's on Tinder.
Yeah.
He met somebody. Or he's been watching too many TikToks.
But I mean, look.
Making me happy down south.
But look, all this stems down to, is that it's
wait.
The idea.
No, I know, but think about it. I'm pretty sure the Pope is like, hey, is this line secure? Because I'm about to go to xvideos.com. I'm going in incognito mode up in this bitch.
For sure.
And then he watches some videos. He just wants to make sure that, that Christ is there to help all these.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
It almost seems like maybe he doesn't get a hard on or something.
Oh,
hey, look at this. Do you think if he was to get like a hard on, he's like fucking praying for the hard on to go away? It's something that I'm not thinking about. Make it go away.
That's a great point.
Maybe.
And it's a fair point, man. I mean, look, like we said, everything is perception, man. Whatever you fucking believe in, whatever you fear in this life, it's a scary thing because we already deal with so much enough, like during our daily lives, right?
That's right.
So for all this shit to be happening, and this is a fucking curveball of information. That's the way I took it, right?
Yeah,
It's just kind of like, what the fuck, dude? So
so you're thinking like, whoa, I'm really not going to hell if I'm not following the word, right?
right, but look, to further that comment, man. I mean, the way I've always been, it's kind of like, well,
Kapow!
mamas.
I got double juice.
Yeah. So the way I always felt about like everything about existence and religion and everything.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like everybody is to their own. Whatever you believe in, whatever you do in your life, like if you really needed religion to be a good person, then you really weren't a good person to begin with, right?
True.
So, in this sense, they're telling us that you could do whatever the fuck you want and you'll get away with it. Pretty much. I mean, that's what I took away from it, right? And it's not so much that
I ain't gonna pay the light bill tomorrow.
it's not so much about like the idea of religion, right? Because they can prove. I mean, at least for me, I've always known that this stuff that I hear is just bullshit because it makes no sense. These are ideas that are really old from tradition and shit.
Yeah.
It ain't no. It doesn't make no sense to anybody. At least to me, it's just kind of like, dude. You guys fucked up, and that's what you guys are trying to cover up on your bullshit now, and that's okay. But I mean, at least say it for what it is. It's just a fucking business, and that's all you've done all these years. And people fell for it, and that's the sad fucking part about it.
We did once upon a time.
Once upon a time, right? But I mean, it's okay, man. It's fucking okay because it's scary, and I mean, to even think that you're gonna like burn for eternity, like what the fuck, dude? In what sense, right? When
that would hurt, no way.
Cuando estás volteando la tortilla para tu pinche taquito, te quema, güey. No mames.
No mames.
No mames, güey. Pero it burns. Doesn't it burn? Yes or no?
That's right.
It burns, right? So when you hear about that you're gonna burn for all of eternity because of the actions you took for some shit that these ideas came from, like you're like, wait a second. Let's take a step back and let's talk about it. Like, no, man.
Wait. So if there is no hell, do you think there's a heaven then? At the end of the day, because according to mythology and all that stuff that we were taught once, it was kind of like you had to choose one, right? Like,
for sure.
You're a good person, you go to heaven, and if you're a bad person, you go to hell.
Yeah.
No, it just seems like since there is no hell, regardless of what you do, you're just gonna go to heaven.
Yeah, I think really from what I've always felt of being alive and being in this existence, what matters is how you are as a person. What Yeah, what you accept yourself for being, like a cool person, a forgiving person, intellectual, or a fucking
heartworm. Heartwarming person.
Yeah, like I mean, that's what really matters, man. I think that this perception of if you're not all that, then you're pretty much going to hell, right? That's the idea that we got. Everybody.
Yeah, poor Pope Francis. I hope he's following us, and I mean, we could say some good stuff about him, but unfortunately for today, we're not.
Yeah. And that's okay.
I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, maybe that's how he feels. I mean, there is nothing wrong for, the Pope to say that there is no hell. I mean, if he believes that, why not, Like, we don't know if there's hell or not until we die. There is no, like...
Yeah, I mean, in other words, that's pretty ballsy to say, right? That he...
Or maybe he saw something. Maybe he just saw...
Yeah, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he fucking didn't. So, I mean, are you going to challenge that? Yeah, we should challenge it.
Maybe he's doing the
we're only alive, way.
Maybe he's doing that thing from fucking what's that guy where he's in Russia? The
Putin.
no way. The
Mother Russia.
hey, we're taking over Ukraine over there. No way. Snowden. Nah.
Wait, who?
Snowden with the fucking.
Is that Putin?
No way. Snowden is the.
Fucking
damn, it sucks because trying to get all this information, but then we get off course, and I'm trying to bring all this bullshit together. But I forgot his name. But it's Snowden.
Snowden
from WikiLeaks.
That's right.
Well, hey, take it easy. Maybe he's a whistleblower. Maybe fucking Pope Francis is all like, I'm tired of blowing this whistle. I want somebody to blow mine.
Yeah, blow the whistle.
Really? Blow
the whistle.
That was me on Friday, baby.
That's right.
Hey,
Damn.
shout out to Fragwan.
I ain't get the fucking invite on there.
$45. All you
That's
can
right.
drink at Senor Frogs. At the Treasure Island. Drink all you want.
Bueno, okay.
And it was good because they even had a banda after 1 o'clock.
Were you dancing?
I was like, dale, saco fila los pinches
A
Air
los
Jordans.
tacones.
Air Jordans. Shout out to episode 23 for Michael Jordan. He's still alive, so shout out to you. This one's not for you.
Damn.
Take it easy.
It's for you, but not for you, man.
As you guys noticed, we did switch it up a little bit because it was getting too intense. So we don't want like any lightning to struck,
To strike.
Even though we still needed, we need lightning
To strike.
for water. California, water now. But take it easy. ¿Qué pedos con
No
el agua?
mames.
Pedos con el agua.
¿Qué onda, güey? No mames.
I think what happens is that everybody's in their own fucking world.
Yeah.
Like, to me personally, I live a life that it's fucking Groundhog Day. I wake up in the morning and I run. I get ready. I go to work, come back, do what I have to do, fall asleep, do it all over again. And there is no time to think about hell. There is no time to think about heaven. There is nothing to think about, And there's sometimes that there's different things that do happen in my life, and then I just feel like weird.
For sure.
Where?
No, I mean, that's a really good point. I mean,
So big dog.
like we say, man, all this shit, it brought fear into our fucking lives, right? Because you were afraid that if you were a certain type of way, then you were going to suffer a serpent.
Suffering.
You were going to suffer a certain type of way, too. So, in that idea, what we pull out of...
Pull-out method. Not 100% accurate.
But 99.87% is good for me. Whatever.
Warm.
But, I mean... The whole thing about this way is just that let's take away the change. I mean, that's what our podcast is about today.
Truly.
It's about being changeful, right? Don't settle for the less. Like, this is just how life is. I gotta work to pay bills. I gotta work to fucking make my life worth it. Like, no, dude. At some fucking point, you gotta call out bullshit for bullshit, and I think that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on right now around the world, dude. There's so many countries that are fighting up against government because they finally realize that it's bullshit. Existence is bullshit. They fuck us over for their own beneficial fucking gain because it's political or it's just a game, dude. I mean...
And I think the only reason that people are rising up... Rising up like when I wake up in the morning.
That's right, honey. You didn't take a picture or what?
Let me take a selfie. jerking off.
Dang. No mames, we had no edit. You know what I'm saying?
Chan Ram is that we're more informed now, way.
Yeah, for sure.
People are able to do their own news, just like us. We right here that we're informing everybody. Maybe half a person or whatever it is, but
whatever the case may be, for sure.
But people are now
waking
up.
Are now.
Wake up! They're waking up. They're coming out of the wherever the fuck they're coming out from, and people are just more informed now. We're not relying on the government. We're not relying on the news. Even like people don't even watch the news.
And by all means, that we're not saying about government because we're of a certain party, right?
Hey,
it's not that. We're not trying to feed bullshit.
We'll
to
get
guys.
to that, Sleepy Joe. Up
but
in this bitch.
Like the only thing that we're trying to do is people to like step back,
and realize what's really going on. No way.
What's really going on, and at that, what I'm trying to say, which is our podcast is all about today, is accepting. So, do you accept the world for what it is, your existence for what it is, right? Or could we make a difference by standing up to it, asking the questions, and challenging our own fucking self? Because if you don't if you don't fucking do that, then why are we alive? You know, if you want to be a robot, like, you know, I really got into this whole idea of AI, which is artificial intelligence.
That's right.
You could ask that artificial intelligence, like, to show you what the fuck, whatever you're thinking in your mind, like, show me the end of the world according to religion, right? So the computer generates this fucking crazy fucking image of chaos and beautiful fucking crazy apocalyptic fucking finale to our own existence, right?
Kind of like what's already happening little by little.
Yes. So the only thing I take away from that is just kind of like, dude, we're just riding the wave. Accept it for what it is. We can't really change it, Wade. To be honest with you, you can't change so much tradition of fucked upness and cruelness of the world because of religion, because of beliefs, or because of acceptance of why the fuck we're even alive right now, right?
No way, bigger powers.
But the special thing to me is that we could open up the conversation and just ask questions and just talk about it. We're not saying we're right, but we're not telling you you're wrong either, because everybody's got their own way of thinking, man. But at least with us, like, we stop and we pause our fucking routines and we ask the fucking questions, because they really do matter, man. Why do you think people can't fucking handle just being alive anymore, right? Like, it's so stressful, so they kill themselves or whatever the case might be, right? But remember, man, that this is the 5th of November, right? But I mean, look,
I was just thinking about that, because tomorrow's the first day of August, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen those memes about Julio? Julio, the
month?
No, well, of course Julio the month, but Julio the singer, and then they've been doing like Ya se nos va Julio, and then it's like Julio Iglesias fucking faxing this girl. He's like he's leaving and stuff, but
pues no hay pedo, that's cool.
Yeah. You're a dick.
But look, I mean, the whole point about our podcast is making a difference in someone else's life, in their own thoughts, and in their own reality, right? And that's the coolness of having our own fucking platform, which is just we don't shove shit down people's throat. Even though we want to, but that's not the case, right?
That would be nice, but no.
At least no. But I mean, in this sense, man, I mean, if you're not like really going through some shit because there's so much to deal with in life, like stresses and and not being cool with people or bills or whatever. I mean, we're all here for each other, man. That's what it's all about.
That's right, eh?
And I think that's what we should integrate on, right? Is that whatever you're going through, man, let us know. We were not judgmental, but we're here to
help you out.
Help you out, man, and we'll hear you out. That's the main thing, is that we'll hear you out without judging. Where do you fucking hear that anywhere else? You don't, right?
Everybody fucking judges everybody for who they are or what they believe in.
Kind of like Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe's with the fucking aviators.
That's right,
Fucking Sleepy Joe, man.
It's just crazy to think about all this shit. I mean, there's so much going on. It kind of seems like it's fake, like it's Grand Theft Auto and shit for us, right?
Yeah, wait, that's true.
But it's just so fucking crazy. But the only thing that we can do is just like be here for each other and talk about how we really feel. Is it bullshit? Yeah, it might be bullshit.
Yeah,
but
could be.
I'm not gonna tell you for definitive that it's not, because I don't fucking know.
That's right.
It kind of seems like it's just a game, right? Existence and shit.
Yeah, and then just the Pope saying that it's hell's not real or whatever.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of like everybody's doing all their madness and shit.
That's right,
Everybody's doing what they like to do. Even more. More. Eddie. I think I'm I'm being possessed by Jesus, and he's telling me to tell you guys that it's okay to take it easy.
I mean, what I've been trying to get out of this whole idea of what the fuck's going on, it's kind of like, okay, the Pope said that there's no such thing as hell, right? That's what I took away from it.
Hell yeah.
And then, of course, we have our own perception of hell, right? Because we've lied or we've done these petty fucking things as humans. So, in that sense, what I take away from the whole fact that they're saying, oh, there is no hell, is just like, it's kind of like what it didn't exist to begin with. It was all based on idea of fear. And fear is a motherfucker. I mean, fuck, dude.
Everybody's scared.
If everybody starts fucking running one way and we're saying, oh, you know what? Just get away from this idea or this spot that we were at. People are going to start fucking running. That's how we are as humans. We default as accepting for what it is, right? So
that's right, eh?
Religion always seemed like it was just from fear. It was fear-mongering. Because you could be alive, and you could be well, and you could be a good person, and you'll die of the simplest fucking thing, which is maybe a heart attack or a stroke. You never fucking knew. But that's the whole point. The whole point is that you could be whatever the fuck you want to be and still question it and still try to
think about
and make people comfortable in their own fucking shell. Because I could only imagine if you weren't like us, where you thought outside the box. So you're so enclosed.
Hell yeah, Jack in the crack.
Hell yeah, like you're so enclosed in your own thoughts. You're so enclosed in your own box, dude, that it doesn't make sense to like question any of this shit, right? But that's the beautiful fucking thing about being alive, is being able to like recognize the bullshit when you see it. Because we see a lot of bullshit, but we've been trained to like just not even give a fuck. I think in that sense, like we lost our humanity, right? Because I was talking to some homies at work, and from what I learned, they like watching beheadings, killings, assassinations of people. And I just kind of like, well, wait a second. I understand that if you fall upon something that you didn't want to see, because I mean the internet is crazy, right? And you see something so crazy where someone's being killed, but then you learn that there's people that are enjoying, or I can't say that they're necessarily enjoying that that situation, but they're comfortable enough to like watch it nonchalant. I mean, it's like watching you take a dive in a pool, right? I think that's where we lost our humanity, right? The feeling of even to feel anything, like it's just normalized. Everything we've ever done is normalized now. The whole fucked up thing about the world and being alive, it's normalized. Like it's just normal that we're gonna have mass shootings. It's normal that we're gonna have fucking natural disasters. It's only normal. Like like we never even like stop to think and like, you know what, dude, we could do something about it. No, it's just kind of like we're riding the wave and we're letting everything happen, and that's not right because we're only human and we could recognize the bullshit, which we should, and this is where we're at right now in that starting point where um, it's gonna go one way or it's gonna go the other because it's scary. It's scary because it's already happening around the world, man. There's shit that is freezing over. There's shit that the water's flooding fucking worlds or, like land and shit. So where do you take it from there? I
The
mean,
land before the time.
are we just gonna be like, oh, let's ride the wave of, bring
Of
your fucking
disaster
your
and shit?
your surfboard or whatever.
That's true, way. And but at the same time, way, it's just kind of like maybe the Pope said it way because they're losing people to the
The bullshit.
yeah, of course, to the bullshit. They're losing followers. They're losing they're kind of like,
Money.
well,
It's a fucking business. Let's call it for what it is.
I didn't want to put it that way, but yeah, I think it's that. But it seems like they're kind of like what could we do to make people come back? Because come back. It just seems that it's mainly more people are more informed. They're just kind of like, well, there's no point of me doing this or whatever, unless you're some hardcore believer y todo el pinche pedo,
Yeah.
and you're gonna do the same thing and everything. And it's true, like how you said, way like it's just being afraid and following the rules, you know?
Yeah. And I'm not saying that it's not okay. I mean, that's really fucking scary. And I'll tell you right now, it's fucking scary. Like I don't want to have to live life in that sense where like I'm
That's
in fear
right,
of
eh?
where the fuck I go after this, right? But that's the beauty of questioning everything, where you could grasp at your own belief and just follow through in life and existence in that sense where you're not doing anything wrong, right? So
So it's okay to
it's okay to question everything. It's okay to like
That's true.
not be so clear about everything because everything's so fucked up. So in that sense, what I'm saying is just kind of like, let's take advantage of that. Take advantage of the questions you have in your head when you don't want to make it seem like you're crazy, right? And that's the whole thing about being in existence. It's being able to question everything because
True.
everything doesn't make sense and nothing makes sense.
Of
Everything
course not.
and nothing makes sense, right? But at the same time, too, um, it does make sense to people that are from the scientific community, like.
But it's almost kind of like and that's true, like how you said, like how does it make sense? It's kind of like us that our
Fucking
like our generation, like us, our age group,
damn.
like in the workforce our parents will work and they would stay at a job and they'll die at that same job y tal pedo.
Yeah.
And then it's us, and we're kind of the same way as well. Like, we work there and we're loyal to the company. We do everything we have to do till pinche pedo.
For sure.
And then the new generation comes all over the fucking building.
For sure.
They get their way and they're just kind of like, well, I don't like it here. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And you start thinking like, how is like the change way? It's changing. It's evolving. And it's the same way that goes for the whole thing like with religion and all that stuff. And I think that's one of the reasons Pope Francis said that way.
Pump.
Rap. Pope Francis said that way because he's just kind of like, well,
I'm tired of this shit.
he's just probably thinking like, well, hey, you know what? The newer generation, they don't believe in it.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out a way to get them to start listening to us.
Yeah,
again.
mold ourselves into the new reality of the bullshit.
The way that's going on. And I think the whole thing about saying that there is no hell is because
you gotta always repent yourself, no?
Well, that's true too. But before I tell you that part, it's just kind of like
fucking
maybe he said there's no hell because a lot of people, you know, they're coming out like from being what they feel they are, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people, you know, they're saying like I'm a man, I look like a man, but I'm actually a woman inside of me or whatever, you know, like because according to mythology and in the Bible, and I actually learned this from my class. One of the I took an interculture class.
Interculture.
Cat rap. And one of the things that they said is that it's okay to be gay in the Catholic community, but if you have a what is it called?
Fucking
if you have a relationship with somebody or you have sex with somebody, then it's a sin. So it's okay to be gay, but as soon as you start dating the same sex and you start having sex, then that's when it's bad.
And that's all I'm trying to say is and make people understand that the shit that you believe in, it has been shattered. If you don't believe in it, then fuck, dude, that's fucking badass. Because I wouldn't want to fucking...
Yeah, you don't want to be part of the whole cycle of following the rules and shit.
Hell yeah. No. I just want to be my own person. Like
That's right.
I'm not gonna be fear-mongered into the same old bullshit. You know?
Right,
And the whole thing about all this is that you stand up for yourself, man, and just let it be known how you really fucking feel. Because it's a beautiful thing to, like, feel and not feel, right? Because we see it and we call it for what it is. It's bullshit. Damn the mama's ways.
Capel. Cheers to everybody for this hardcore subject. This time we put Las Pinches Cheves in la hielera because last time they were hot like fucking my nutsack.
Hot like.
Hella. So before we change subjects away, because it's been like almost 40 minutes of talking about the same thing, let's do a final thought of, you know, this whole, you know, the Pope calling it and everything, and then you'll say yours, I'll say mine, and then we'll do our next
segment.
Tab.
For sure.
Let it rip. Or did you already let it rip?
Let it ripped.
Let it rip.
Look, man, the whole thing about us having our own podcast, our own platform. I mean, I know and I accept that we like to drink and stuff, but the main thing, at least for me, is just that what you take away from this is just questions, and you want to ask those questions because it only makes you human.
That's right.
I just really think that we lost ourselves as being human because of all the shit we have to endure with our daily lives, right? Like routines and bills and stresses, rec relationships, home relationships, our kids, after fucking school hours, duties, whatever the fuck the case might be, right? At some point, dude, we lost ourselves, and that's the beautiful thing that at least I could take away from this is that we at least acknowledge it, because if you don't acknowledge it, then you've been numb to the whole system. You've been numb to the whole idea of us not even feeling anything. But that's where we're at, right? We see the suffering in the world. We see the suffering in our own fucking culture and our own
thoughts.
No, in our own fucking nation. Like, we see the suffrage. What can we do? Not really anything, but we do have our voices. We do have our concerns, And that's the only thing that we could throw a jab at to that idea, right? Because you want to make a difference, but do you really make a difference at the end of the day? You don't fucking know, right? But at least we fucking try. And we have the proof to fucking try it because everybody's going through some fucked up shit, dude. Everybody. Not only is there death, but there's bills and there's worries and there's stresses and there's anxieties of work, life, and relationships. So, in that sense, man, it's okay to be lost. It's okay to be not sure where the fuck you're at. It's okay. But here at Cuba dude, we part ourselves into like being open to like hearing people out and what the fuck they wanna like get over, right? In that sense. But don't forget, man, to like, subscribe, and like our shit because we're only you. And you are me.
Damn, big dog, that was fucking weird spiritual y todo el pinche pedo, güey. That was good, big dog. I don't even know if I even should say my fucking thing.
No. I'm just being honest, man.
That's right.
The whole point of being alive is to question your very existence, not to be here to be told what the fuck you should feel. Or do. That's the whole point of being alive. You have to fucking make your own conclusion to everything because everything is bullshit at the end of the day, right? We only have ourselves. We only have our ideas. We only have each other to make that fucking next step. Just to accepting what the fuck we are. And we're something that we have.
Something wrong.
There's something that is negative about it because we all leave this reality, right? So there's not a perfect way to like say bye, but there's only good conversation to move forward where we could ask questions and have a conversation about what the fuck everybody feels.
That's
because
right.
it's so scary and crazy to think that it's nothing else but that. So moving forward, let's be cool. Make everything for what it is.
Make America great again.
Our life is special. Existence is a mind fuck, right? But we're only here for each other, and that's all we could do.
That's right.
So moving forward, let's just fucking be cool with each other.
We ain't going to hell, so go.
Let's agree to disagree. That's all it is, man. Nothing more, nothing less.
Shit, that's a good one. I don't know if I could top that one off, big dog.
For sure.
So let's eat that way. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
Hell ain't real. See you guys at Delitas next week.
It's a bad way.
Abue. For
But
me, it's just everything's really changing y todo el pinche pedo. And
But to you, is it a beautiful thing, or is it like something that like you're just used to?
Well, for me, change
do you
is
understand
hard.
Do you understand what I'm trying to ask you?
Yeah, you're saying like it's beautiful for me, like for the change of the different things that everybody has been taught to be, no?
Yeah.
And I'm like for me, personally, I'm like a very rural follower,
Yeah.
when it comes to anything, and like it has to work one way, or else I have like a fucking freakazoid. I start feeling weird. I start feeling like something went wrong. Y todo el pinche pedo.
Right.
So it's good. It's good that it's different. Y todo el pinche pedo. But I mean, it's good. I hope that people realize that now that they know that there is no hell. I hope that they understand that there's more to life than to think, to be afraid.
Yeah, to be fearful of the next fucking step.
And I don't mean go fucking jacking shit up at stores and stealing and all that stuff.
I mean, no, wait. I mean, I already know from what I've known you as my brother and shit. That's not what you really mean. But people will take it for that, and they'll run with it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna go loot fucking
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is, wait. Like you have your own perception. You don't want that to happen, but it does happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what can you do about it? Just be honest with it. You know? So whatever. It's all good.
It's all good in the neighborhood. Neighborhood music.
Yeah.
But I mean that's what it is for me. I just hope that everybody does everything that they're supposed to do, and I hope that not going to hell makes everything worse. A la verga.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so
Yeah, I mean, not even knowing hell or earth, right? Like you don't want someone to endure that idea of burning in hell for eternity because you want a big back or some shit, you know? Like it's the same shit. It's the same concept, man. Like we're just trying to learn from each other, and that's all we're doing. And moving forward, right. Let's lock it in, man. Let's fucking
lock and load it.
Let's move forward with asking all the questions that we've always had as humans, as fucking being alive. It's gonna be okay, and that's all that matters.
That's right. All right, so our next fucking Spanish time. Spanish time has been brought to you by the Catholic Church.
No mames, güey.
Por favor, recen por mí, recen por todos.
Y
que no se van a ir al pinche infierno por decir puros mamados a la verga. Amén.
Pero saludos a toda la raza de Tepito y de
León,
Silao.
Aguascalientes.
No hay pedo.
Mazatlán.
Saludos a toda la raza.
Pues.
Aquí andamos a todo al 100, pero
abuelita de Batman.
Siempre cuestionando nuestra existencia, ¿no?
Mínimo.
Hay que decir, no mames,
Pues uno que es cabrón y dice puras pinches pendejadas, puras pinches mamadas. El padre Francis dijo que no se van a morir a la verga y no se van a ir al infierno, so no hay pedo. Dijo Alfredo. So, que les valga verga todo el pinche pedo y no se van a ir al infierno. Eso es lo que dijo ese vato.
Y es lo bueno de la vida, pues.
Mínimo.
O sea, no hay que preocuparnos de las cosas que uno cree.
No preocupación.
Pero no hay pinches,
no hay desmadre. Vale verga. Vale verga, no te vas a ir al pinche demonio.
No, estoy diciendo que hay creencias, ¿verdad?
Oh.
Tú crees en lo que tú quieras creer, pero al final del día, yo ando aquí yo solo y yo lo vivo así como es. Soy solo y no hay pedo. Me gusta el desmadre y todo el pedo, ¿para a qué? Ese volumen de problemas.
Mínimo.
¿Sí o no? No, sí o no, güey.
Vale verga, no voy al infierno.
Vámonos a la verga.
Vale verga. Vamos al tío Dance. Vale verga.
But yeah, man, I mean, today's show was just about challenging your...
Yeah, take it easy. We're in the Spanish time, big dog.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I can... No hay que olvidar que estamos existiendo,
¿no?
Porque somos cabrones, porque nos gusta cuestionar todo. No es porque nos sientamos
perrones o lo que sea.
No, esta pinche vida es de la existencia de lo que estamos pasando uno solo, ¿no?
Mínimo.
Ya que hay que ser perrones con esa madre. No hay que empezar pedos.
Abuelito.
Algo más, ¿no? O sea, por mí, así yo pienso.
Mínimo.
Pero así es la vida y hay que gozarla a la verga.
La vida no vale nada, como dijo José Alfredo Jiménez.
Pues.
Y pues, eso era el pinche show de hoy. Hablamos del... Lo que dijo ese vato del pinche padrecito... O no, el
El
Pope.
Pope.
¿Cómo se llama? No, ¿verdad?
El
El Pope.
El Pop 52.
El
Porque el 69
69
se
no,
murió a la vez.
no hay
No
pedo.
mames.
Pedo. Y pues, si ese vato dijo que no se van a morir a la verga, o no, que no se van a ir al infierno, pues, chinga su
Arre.
madre lo que va a pasar, ¿no?
A huevo.
So, al último del día, chinga su madre lo que hace uno, mientras que hace algo uno bien, no va a haber pedo. Y dijo, Alfred.
Alfredito, saludos desde la banda.
Saludcitas, saludos a toda la banda.
A huevo, güey. A huevo.
Güey.
Ah, güey. Este.
Well, that should be, no?
That should be.
That should be a spot time. Let's do the now. Shout out time. Shout out time has been brought to you by the Catholic Church. If you thought of something or you didn't think of something, don't worry about it. You ain't going to hell.
Pope Francis is a god.
So let's do a little bit of shout out time. I know a lot of people are always like, hey, que pedos, you didn't do the fucking shout out time to us. So,
To us.
shout out time. So, shout out time here on fucking Instagram right here.
That's right.
That's right, eh? So, shout out to pinche Carlos Figueroa for joining in.
Thank you, brother.
Abwe.
Uh,
Till we die forever. Norma, right? I think that's Norma.
Norma.
Norma, thank you for joining us and
Joining.
giving us a couple of seconds of your time. Pinche Tocayo from work, Albert Lozano, he says, sup guys, que pedos. Pinche Tocayo, see you soon, cabrón. Hope you're feeling better. And then Michelle from work.
Fucking.
Michelle, shout out to you. Que pedos.
No, mom!
Abwe. And then let's see here. Do we have anything else? See, that's the thing.
That's right.
We go to different ways and nobody there, eh?
Well, it's just because we're not Joe Rogan yet, homie.
That's right. Not yet.
Joe Rogan, we're gonna surpass you, homie.
And then shout out to everybody that believes in believes in themselves. Just know that believing in yourself is the best way to living your best life.
Damn, homie.
And that's the way it should go.
That's fucking deep, dog.
That's right, eh? Alright, so back to the main screen.
Ya, aquí se acabó el pedo.
Sí, güey, ya, se acabó, güey. Yeah.
But the whole point of today's fucking podcast, man, was that
Hell yeah.
there is no definitive answer for what the fuck we feel, right? So, whatever you do feel, take it for what it is, run with it, and make your own assumption of the fucking case, right?
That's right.
And that's okay, man, because this shit don't make sense, dog. It doesn't make sense, but that's okay. It's okay not to make sense.
No mames, que pedos.
Cheers.
You know what makes sense? Open up a beer and join que huele carnal. Hell yeah.
So,
with that being said,
the only special thing that we could take away from tonight is just being yourself and taking away from that shit.
That's right,
Because there's so many fucking stresses and what is it called, wait?
You don't need any more stress if you already have stress.
No. Yeah. Depression. It's just some shit.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're here to help you.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what it is. That's what it is, Wayne.
That's right, eh?
That's right. Oh, we're still not done, güey. No mames, güey. No mames, pues dime algo, güey, a la verga.
Well, you were saying something big, dog.
What?
Well, I guess Carnal is fucking crossfaded.
Fuck yeah,
right?
I am.
And it was a good show today, and you know we really appreciate that. You know we had a lot of listeners y todo el pinche pedo, and we hope that we bring we bring you guys more information for the soul, for the mind.
For sure.
And that's the way it is with us here at Cuba Carnal, you know.
Share, like, subscribe.
Share a lot. And we appreciate everybody that listens to us. And we like to think outside the box, not like Jack in the back, Jack in the crack, Jack in the fucking everything.
Let them know.
So, with that being said, thanks for everybody to everybody. Just know that you ain't going to hell, so that's the best.
Good.
That has to be the best news that you guys hear. So, with that being said, with all the things y todo el pinche pedo que nos ha pasado y todo el pinche desmadre, les queremos decir a todos buenas noches.